YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl McCar from Cougar's Closet. So listen, right? I am in the middle of exploring every signal in my body. Like God is sending me all these codes. So I'm in the middle of doing research when He sends all these codes, right? Because y'all know I had went off, so He still reconnected me, right? So let me tell y'all what happened. Oh, by the way, this is the experience. I'm sharing my experiences with y'all. I was walking down the hallway, right? And all of a sudden, air shot out my heart. It's just poof. And it was white. And it had this, like you see on the cartoons. It did just like that. And it went back in. So I'm like, God, what kind of message is this you sending? I shot it out my heart. But listen, I went like this. I burnt. I went forward. But the air shot out my heart. Is it shot it out and you're to blame? You give love a bad name. What is it? So I'm doing some research because He resetting me with all of these codes. But I was walking down the hallway and air blew out my heart with the little things around it, just like the cartoons. Had the three little wiffles at the bottom and everything. Poof, poof, just like that. Let me see. I'm just going to see if we can find something. To expel, what does blowing out air means? To expel a current of air as from the mouth or from a bellows. No, this came out of my heart to produce, but we'll figure it out. To produce a sound by expelling a current air in sounding a instrument, a wind instrument or a whistle. To breathe hard paint. So this kind of has something to do with me. And it kind of doesn't, because like since I've been like working on my gifts and stuff, like He's been bringing my instruments and stuff like that. So something, but this didn't come from my windpipe. This came from my heart. But it's just some of it. So let me see what it means in the spiritual realm. Somebody gonna tell me something. What does it mean to blow air out of your heart in the spiritual? Blowing the shofar. Awake, you slumbers, from your sleep, and you rouse yourselves from the lethargy. See your deeds returned in repentance. So I'm waking up out of another slumber, Father. But it's more to the story. Oh, it doesn't just stop here. I'm waking up out of a slumber. But hold on. Spiritual meaning of blowing air out of your heart. What is the spiritual meaning of blowing? It says in religious and magical practice, insufflation and efflosufflation are ritual acts of blowing, breathing, hissing, or puffing that signify variously expulsions or renunciation of evil or off the devil, the evil one, or infilling. This is me. I'm not the devil. This is me right here. Or in filling blessings with good, especially in religious use, with the spirit of the grace of God. Okay. It won't tell me what it means when I blow air out of my heart. It got something to do with me getting some type of new wind. Is this my second wind? It was spiritual meaning of blowing hard wind out of your heart. Help me, Google. I didn't dream about a strong wind. Listen. Spiritual hard breathe. No, I can't stand it. Meaning of blowing air out of heart. spiritual. What is the spiritual meaning of blowing? I read that. See, like this right here talking about like, basically I'm just going to kind of jiggle it. Like it's talking about like being a wind being placed in you. Cause like it went just like that. But they can't find nothing. I didn't dream about it. Spiritual wind blowing. Somebody gonna help me find something out. Why am I wind blowing? Spiritual meaning. What does wind signify spiritually? Okay, we're getting somewhere. Y'all bear with me. I'm so sorry. What does wind we know where we want to be at, but listen, I'll take this. Somebody gonna tell me something about this wind I blew out my heart. Just like that air. What does wind signify spiritually? It is the messenger of the divine intervention, and it's the vital breath of the universe. So I blew out the universe and blew the universe back in. I blew out it was like that. Wind often represents fleeting and transient. So am I fleeting from this old life? Father, what is this? Baby, I'm tiptoeing. He's on now. Oh, close that door. Oh, baby, close the door. Pretend I didn't hear. Oh, she'll say, I'm not ready. Oh, I'm just not ready. I don't want to face the pain. Listen. So, wind often represents the fleeting and transient, the impulsive, and the intangible. The intangible. Do you know what intangible means? Tangible are things that you can see, touch, and you can feel. Intangible things are like memories and things that you can't touch. It's the things that you can't see and things that you can't feel. This all would come with this new wind. Listen, I was going down the hall, just like that. The impulsive, I had exploded. I exploded with a gush of wind. The elusive and the intangible. The Bible, God's ruah, wind, spirit, breath, moved upon the face of the waters. Oh, we got a location. We got a location. We're on the land. On the land. Alert! Alert! On the land. Sandals is on the land. Alert! Sandals is on the land. They on the land. Them sandals, the one they on the land. What does a sudden gust of wind mean? No, well, okay, so this talks about the wind, how it peaks up to at least 16 knots and variation in speed. We don't want to find that. Woo! What is a sudden burst of wind called? Well, this is the science of it. You got time. Baby, this is the science of it. Oh, this is like the pyramids. This is Egypt. We're walking through. A microburst is a small concentrated downburst that produces an outwards burst of strong winds at or near the surface. Microbursts are small, less than 4 kilometers across and short-lived, lasting only 5 to 10 minutes with maximum wind speeds, sometimes exceeding 100 miles per hour. There are two kinds of microbursts, wet, dry. So that was some of it. But that's the science of it, like the physical science of what I'm getting to. I can't really get to what I'm getting to though. What does it mean to blow out air spiritually? I don't know. I can't find it. Okay, here we go. I found something. Air Dream Dictionary Intrepid now. Air Dream Dictionary Intrepid now. Oh, it said low battery, baby. You better act like you know for this thing shut off, baby, and you lose your souls. You don't want to mess around and lose your souls. Okay, listen. Here we go. Undercover dream means, but this wasn't a dream. But this happened. So let's just act like it was a dream. But no, it wasn't a dream. It happened. Well, unless you want to say it was a dream while I was walking, but I blew the air out. If your dream involves air, then this is a clear message to make sure you have enough force around you to get through difficult times. If you dream of air terms oxygen, it shows you need to make sure you have elements of the basic life balance. In your dreams, you may have had a dream about outside air, oxygen, smoky air, red air, clean air, and polluted air. Seen dark air, placking, fresh air, hot. I don't know what you talking about. We was on to something. All right. Listen. They can't tell me nothing about. Let me just try one more thing. Spiritual wind. What does it mean to get a spiritual wind? These people can't figure out what the hell going on. I can't even find out what it means to get a spiritual wind, which I know. But I know up there, I don't know down here. I don't know nothing about you people down here. I don't know if y'all got time. If y'all don't listen, you got to stay here with me. Oh, okay. Well, I think we might be onto some again. Spiritual galaxy. Spiritual galaxy. The wind, spiritual meaning of wind. Spiritual meaning, y'all can't read. Spiritual meaning of wind, symbolism, literature, and dream. The wind is invisible to the naked eye, but you can effortlessly feel its presence whenever nowadays humans have discovered how to harness or utilize the wind to produce electricity and power to bonds that signify a man's trump over nature. The wind comes in different forms, which can be gentle or destruction. The wind is a force of nature that can symbolize many things. One of the many symbolizers of wind is change. Did that blow mean change? The wind is a force that the wind is a force that has the power to change things. The wind of change goes with the change in your life. It could mean flow of life and how life continues to despite challenges. It also represents firmness about yourself and controls your life to prevent you from being swayed to different changes. In other words, you should not just follow one direction of wind, but also do what your mind speaks to you. Okay. It seemed like it'd be wanting to hit. Like it'd be wanting to hit where I'm trying to go. I don't know. I was walking down the hallway and I blew air out my heart. That's all I know. Just like that. It shot off just like that. I know up here what's going on, but I didn't know down here really what was going on. Although I think I got a good idea. Well, I better go on. Yeah, I'll go.